Hello, and welcome to Farthest Frontier. So, the game's actually had quite a few hotfixes I've noticed since I last played it. So, it's interesting that because I mean, the game goes into beta release first, then it gets released to the public. So it seems a bit interesting, shall we say? Anyway, we've got Atka here, who is interested in buying and selling and. Ooh, that's bad. Where's all my money gone? I'm sure I had more money than that. It's like, okay, money seems to be disappearing at the moment. It's a feature, maybe, possibly. Right, what's the maximum I can possibly sell you? 1,360. Okay, I'll sell you that because I really need things. When I say things, it's money. There's nothing else there. Ooh, crikey, that's interesting. Right. Anyway, one of the things they mentioned, I'm just going to try that out of curiosity. So resources. Let's see. It is. Oh, there it is. There. I always get it confused with that because I'm looking for this one, the apiary. But one of them they mentioned was this. Ah, right. You can see how it's highlighted there. So that's now showing 87%, because that's something they mentioned for the patch release, was that bees would do better next to fruit trees. I mean, I think normally it's a case of just plants in general. You can see it, and I like that. That's the first time I've noticed that, where we're getting like a highlight. So it's like you might want to consider putting your bees next to these little patches. So yeah, so you can see that's about 50-something% there. That's interesting, that. So we're getting in the 70s there. Put them here and we're in the getting close to the 90s. I mean, I would have thought that would be a lot higher because you're surrounded by more, but I put it there. That's it. That's got me intrigued now, because that's 86, that's 84, 72. I don't know, what are these ones? Have they got like competition maybe? So they get a honey bonus of 11%. So if I move that one, yeah, if we move it over to here, we'll be on 86%. Let's plonk that one over there. We'll grab that one. Ah, now, I'm wondering if that's not going to show up until that actually gets built. Ooh, predators are attacking. Oh, boars. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see about that. You also mentioned issues people have had with, I think, building gates when you've got double walls. I mean, I didn't particularly notice that. I ended up ripping mine out, to be fair. I ripped all of mine out and rebuilt them. There's nothing seems to have been done about this. Is still a bit strange, I must admit. Because that's not what I had in mind. I mean, it's joined from there to there instead of from there to there. I don't know what its decision is when it comes to this, because they introduced this feature where you can have walls at 45 degrees. So it's a bit interesting, shall we say. It's like, you can see how it's joined there and it's joined to there. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That I get. What I don't get is why join them. I didn't specifically ask them to be joined, but I mean, that makes sense because it's an end that they've joined because you've got them at the end. Whereas these are like continuity, you're going around a corner, if you will. That one's a bit weird, and I think it's because that's being built. So it seems to think, oh, that needs to continue on, but it doesn't. It doesn't really cause a problem, but yeah. Anywho. So the main thing is to carry on with this. So we're busy digging trenches. So I need to get back to doing that. Now, that's a thought. Where is the... About there, I think. Yeah, we go from about there, and I may as well just go from there to there. What the heck? I'll keep going in that. About there, I think. About there. Overlaps a bit, but I'll just run from there to up to here. Then I'll leave them to get on with that. Now, one thing... Ooh, this is not good. I'm down to 893 gold. Jeez Louise. I'm running into spring. That is not good at all. So I'm intrigued. I'm pretty sure I had a lot more money than that because I was getting concerned about private armies. If you've got like a lot of money, I think that's when it attracts private armies. Unless I'm building things, and that's the problem. I don't know. Wow, where's all the candles gone? Crikey. That's a bit concerning as well. I'll just have to sell everything, even if it's involves selling a kitchen sink. I'll just have to sell it. I mean, everything must go. It's not a closing down sale as such, but it's like we're running out of money, and I don't know why. Hopefully someone else will come along, otherwise this is going to be a problem. I mean, you see, I've got all of these sort of items that I could really like to sell, but I can't because no one's interested in them. Eesh. It's possible I'm doing a lot of upgrades, in which case like we're just throwing a lot of money at that. But there is one thing I want to try. I mean, like I say, I don't want too much money because I'm pretty sure that's what attracts the private armies. On the other hand, I need to deal with the raiders. I mean, I've got a garrison over there near the door. But most of the time, all I do is just use the cavalry. Now, they're maxed out now. And one interesting tip that I got was to have basically 2 of those. So I've got one company over here. So I am actually tempted to...
Your command?
How do I dismiss people? Or can I dismiss people? Transfer soldiers, change banner. I'm sure there's a disband. There you go, disband. Disband them because of the lack of money. I'm going to close this place down. I mean, they just sit around doing nothing, basically. I used to use them, but they're a very squishy target. Because I used to have them, like, standing over here, maybe, while troops were coming through here. And they just didn't last long. So what I'm tempted to do is just set up another cavalry stable. Because, I mean, whenever I've been attacked, they've started to attack over here now for some reason. Ideally, I wanted them to come around this direction, but they've started picking this out in preference. So what I'm thinking is to get them... I mean, I'm doing okay with the cavalry. They tend to help. I mean, we still get a breach through the gate. But they do cope over there. I think last time we then just about managed to get the cavalry down here. But that's an interesting thought, actually, having 2 cavalry units. Because it would be able to deal with them a lot quicker. Because I think they're very, very effective. I've noticed that they're very weak to archers for whatever reason. Even though they're I mean, they've got like heavy armor, plate mail armor, heavy weapons. So these are fully kitted out. Yet for some strange reason, they're very susceptible to the archers. I mean, my train of thought was you'd have to be able to take on a cavalry unit like that, you'd have to use pikemen because they've got the reach to be able to reach up to you. Arrows, I mean, you've got to be really lucky if you're targeting plate mail. But yeah, I think the idea of having 2 of those would be quite useful, because if they can whittle the army down quickly enough, it's less likelihood they'll take so much damage. Anywho, we've got 8 there, that makes sense. Hang on a minute. She come back again? I'm pretty sure we were dealing with her 5 minutes ago, because she didn't have so much money and I sold her a lot of coal. Curious. I see how busy stocking the place. I'm not going to sell any of that. I'll sell the baskets off. Not that I've actually got much, but... Actually, how much did they go for? 10. Yeah, there's nothing else jumps out that they're interested in. So this is the dilemma I'm in. The gold isn't doing that well because we've got deep mines and they don't produce that much. I think that looks as though it's improved a bit. We're in the 30s now. I think before we were in the 20s. That could be because I've started introducing... we've got firewood splitters down here now. We've got more meat. We've got eggs being produced. I've got little farms down here, if you will, little mini farms. And I've started putting all this industry in over here to try and get more of the local products that these people need to be right here, rather than saying going all the way up to here for your firewood, for instance. In theory, you just have to go there. Assuming, well, a lot depends on what the marketers do. I mean, I'm not seeing... Oh, there. So they do have some firewood to sell. So if people don't have as far to travel, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this will do better, because it really struggles. I mean, I think you get about 5... Is it about 5 ingots out of 1 ore? Something like that. Anyway, I need to be focusing on this, don't I? So we want... That's a 625. Do that for about 625. Because the whole idea is this is just going to be end up one big flat area. Eventually. And what I'll do with that is we'll have towers to defend this road, but also, you know, to be able to take pot shots at them. They're going to be difficult to reach. That's the theory. If you can't get to the towers, you're going to have a lot of problems. And when I say you're going to have a lot of problems, I'm referring to the raiders, not necessarily anybody else. Right, so yeah, but for that I need a trench along here, because if memory serves, whenever we get attacked, we tend to get an army will spawn up here. Another one will spawn down there. I haven't had anything in the southwest. Up in the northwest as well. So by having that trench, it's just an extra precaution, should we say. So that nobody could have basically just gone up onto here and climbed up there, or gone along there and climbed onto the towers. I'm trying to be as strategic as I can. At the moment, I don't really have anybody in the towers because I can't afford them. It's like, yeah, it was a good idea. Then all of a sudden the gold mines ran out, and it's like, well, I haven't got any money. That is terrible. That. I just noticed that. I mean, this is the problem with the lack of terraforming in this game. I mean, this is going to be interesting. It's like it's hobbling along, and they're really struggling. This is gonna be even more interesting, I think, when they go around the corner, because the way that's bending around. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, it's not so bad for a person, but it's going to be terrible for like a wagon. the cart will go everywhere. And you think, well, surely would you not lose all of your your produce? Would it not all fall off? I'm just curious to see what happens because I think last time it just goes all over the place. There, see, surely all of that would have fell out. Now it's halfway down the mountainside. I mean, then you would have thought it would have fallen over on top of the ox, but no. Somehow it survived. Oh, that's true. Oh, hello. Where are you going?
Your command?
You're heavy infantry and you're going... Oh, that's on it. That's just on hold. Where are you going? Why? You're garrisoning. Why? Unless they've gone somewhere. So all of these should have heavy plate and... Yeah, so they're okay. What about these guys? What are these lot up to? Oh, I've got one pikeman. Yeah, that might be interesting to try it with... Right, have they cleared that out already? Yeah, it might be interesting to try it out with some cavalry. It's just it's going to cost me quite a bit of money, and money is something I'm sadly lacking at the moment. Let's go that away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can see somebody walking over there, which is like a subtle hint that this trench isn't deep enough yet. Let's think about 3 wide. But I figure nobody's going to be coming over here anyway, to be fair. Right. Right, so that's... I still need to find a way to kind of flatten that, because I still want the wall itself running along here. I'll have to find a way to put it so like a ramp in to get up to that higher height. That's the plan. So that if you ever want to get up to get access to these towers that are defending this place and I suppose even this place, they'll have to go through a wall over here to get into there. Right, taking that down. So how much is it going to cost me for a cavalry? $800. I think I can chance it. Let's chance it. I'll put that there. Yeah, I might have a bit of... I mean, we're heading into autumn. I don't think anybody else is going to be turning up. Having said that, could you sell you those? That might get me by as well. It's quite useful. Right, I don't have any apiaries there. I think that somebody needs it, the honey though. Is there like an apothecary or something down here? Yeah, let's grab some of them, because at the moment all of the... Why would I have honey up here? Curious. I think I built these ones on the assumption that I would get better quality from there. I don't know if they actually... where's the... Yeah, they don't actually do anything with honey. Let's have a look-see. So, if you put it... say there, that's 79. So it could potentially get 83 there. 82, so it's getting worse because it's getting closer to there's like the overlap. So I could potentially put it over here. 85, 87. So what's that one? That's a peach tree. Let's take that out. Prioritize that. If I can take that out, then I can just move one of those over there. Might have to do the same with these ones. It's a little gap there, mine. Yeah, so they get a bit of a boost, but yeah, there's an overlap there though. Ideally, it should be right at the house. You should do it there. That's a bit better. Right, is anybody going to come along and chop this tree down? I mean, I'd appreciate it if you did, but you know. Soil fertility is 81%. Prematurity is 100%. Oh, that's a thought. Yeah, we've got plenty of labourers. I mean, to be fair, there's quite a bit of the industries on hold because I have like storage limits. I'm just making sure that somebody chops that tree down because I think they might rebuild it. That's the only drawback. I think they're actually set. It's a setting. Yeah, auto replant. So I think if somebody comes along and chops the tree down, someone will then chop it. Will like replant it again. I'm pretty sure I've seen that when I was setting things up over here. Somebody kept replanting the tree. It's like I was scratching my head. I'm thinking, did I cut that tree? Did I do that? I couldn't remember, and I was like seriously digging my head in. It's like, right, then it suddenly dawned on me it's because of the auto planting. Seriously, there's nobody interested in chopping a tree down. Although I don't know who necessarily does it. I'm just keen to make sure it gets done and I can get the actual apiary moved before somebody has the bright idea to go and replant the tree. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Ah, that's interesting. I've never noticed that before. This is something else they said they've fixed. Because this was supposed to be introduced for the problem of people dying of exposure. The whole idea behind this building, it's a temporary shelter. The idea is that if anybody's going about from point A to point B being probably their home, then use one of these in an emergency. That was the whole idea of having these. It didn't seem to be working. You're getting quite a lot of people dying of exposure. So that is interesting. That I've only just noticed that little icon pops up. Now they said they'd fixed that in 0.9.7, but it wasn't quite working, it seemed. And that's what one of the things the hotfixes is doing. Because when you think about it, I mean, I've got people working all the way out here, for instance, in mines. And like if it gets, during the winter especially, it's going to get extremely cold. Now they're going to do their job, then they're going to go home. It's a long way to go, so that's the reason I've got these. Okay, so you've actually left. So as long as there's food, then they're fine. And I'm relying on the wagoners, I think it is, to come along and stock those. Why is nobody chopping this tree down? Seriously. Why is it so difficult to chop a tree down? It's like there's a big priority going on here. Aha, so somebody's using that place now. So those two are exposed and they've gone and jumped into this house over here. That is cool. It's actually working now. That is much, much better, that. Oh, that is awesome. Because these are like a great idea. But for some strange reason, they just didn't seem to work. You've got to admire the what was it? Where's the something I'll remember one of these days. Oh, that's it there, right? So like that was the idea behind it. Build these, especially when you're going to be building like mines to help people. This is to help people get them like food and keep them warm like during the winter, because otherwise the direct exposure, which isn't exactly great. But why, seriously, why is nobody chopping this tree down? Nobody seems to have the slightest interest in chopping the tree down. Why is that? Yeah, let's stick a priority on that thing as well while we're at it. Right, so that, oh, are you going along to chop the tree down? Yay! Someone's chopped the tree down. About time. Oh, you're kidding me.
Hello there.
No. What are you doing?
Yes?
You're harvesting the fruit. This is not what I need. I need someone to chop the tree down. Cannot like have some like overarching command coming through here which says
Yes?
chop the tree down. Oh no! Oh no no no! Something went wrong. Okay, I'll let you off. That was old age. There's nothing I can do about that. I haven't found a cure for that yet. Immortality is just a tad out of our reach at this moment in time. We just don't seem to be able to do it. Even after 3 centuries, we haven't figured out how to stop people dying of old age, unfortunately. It is what it is. What we have figured out is how to chop down trees. At least I thought we did. I'd assume somebody knows how to do that, otherwise how do we get wood? Well, you've got plenty of wood. So I think it's safe to say somebody out there knows how to chop a tree down. Just nobody seems interested in that particular tree. Even though it's prioritised. Seriously, chop the tree down. Why is it too much to ask to chop a tree down? Bizarre. Oh dear. Someone's got frostbite.
Work to be done?
I mean, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I would be going to the doctor if I was you. Okay, what's your status?
What is it?
Well, yeah, you seem to have a problem here. You're extremely cold for some reason. It's kind of ironic given that you're the firewood splitter. I mean, you're the person who makes firewood and yet you're cold. Where are you going? Please tell me you're going home. And you're going to get yourself warmed up. You are. Right, so you... Ah, no, that's interesting. So you're living up here. So you work down here, but you're living up here. Now that's a long way to go. So there mustn't be enough housing down here. Ooh. That's a problem. I might have to move the goats and start extending this down here. Except we've hit the limit here. I can't get any further down there. Right up against the edge of the map. Then we've got a lake over here. I mean, ideally this is for farming. Maybe I should just move the goats down to here then. It's a possibility. Because we definitely need more wiggle room. I need more houses. Let's not be doing any flattening because it's cold outside apparently. People seem to be struggling when it's cold. Speaking of struggling, has nobody still chopped this tree down? Seriously, why is nobody chopping the tree down? Is it too much to ask? I mean, am I setting the bar too high here in terms of expectations? Speaking of expectations, how are we doing over here? So that's going to be around for a while. That's going to be around for a long, long while. Crikey. What about over here? These three. Yeah. These are going to be around for a while as well. Crikey. Because there's a part of me wants these to go pretty quickly, because then it'll improve the quality of the housing. Oh dear. What happened? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Something happened. And they are no longer here. Logicals. Yeah, maybe that's the strategy then. Just start moving these. Opening this up and we start putting in more housing then. Intriguing. We're on year 310. 310. We've been here 3 centuries. And we haven't figured out how to chop a specific tree down. For some strange reason. Seriously, I mean, like... See, somebody's chopped a tree down over there. I didn't ask for that one to be chopped down. Who said to chop that tree down? I didn't ask for the tree to be chopped down. Why did you chop the tree down? Ah, it's because the tree has a certain lifespan. Interesting. What's the lifespan on this one then? 100 months. So if I do nothing in 100 months' time, the tree's going to get chopped down anyway. It's not bad when you think about it. It's managed to produce 322 features in its lifetime. Now that's interesting. Soil fertility is 81%. So I'm curious to know, does anybody ever like produce like these like fertility at all? Like, you know, dump the poop on them. A bit crudely. The poop does get dropped on these. Yeah, they're doing extremely well. Even these ones. I mean, these are barns, and you can see the fertility is extremely high. We've got plenty of poop. Now these ones interesting. That's it. Mind you, that's the new. That's the. Was that the first one? Possibly. Anyway, flatten things. Somebody needs to come along and have a game of patty cake or whatever it is with a spade and try not to get struck down by lightning in the process. You're still thinking about that a little bit, are you? They're pondering whether to bother, I think. Go up there. Interesting to see how long this takes. I mean, it took about 2 centuries, I think, to flatten this. Be interesting to see how long it takes to flatten this area here in comparison. I mean, I could speed it up and tell them to work on individual little stripes, I suppose, but yeah. Right, I think these are gonna have to move, aren't they? So if I put that gives me a can you actually extend the... I mean, I could move this. I could move the poop machine over here. Let's go move the poop machine first. That's the machine where the poop gets made. I mean, that's pretty steaming, I must admit. Ooh. Considering what it is. Has anybody chopped the tree down? I am eager to know. You've got to be kidding me. Grrr. See, this no. Somebody's no. They beat me to it. You can't trust these people. They can't be trusted. Grrr. Right, let's see, where can I put that one? That one would be probably about over here. Maybe if I put it there. Right, let's chop that one down. So that's an apple tree. So the apple... That looks a bit strange. What are these? Let's harvest that. Harvest that. That might give me a bit of wiggle room. Don't believe it. I left it for 5 minutes and somebody replanted the tree straight away. It's like, no, you don't understand the plan. You're not thinking of the bigger picture here. Oh, fudgesicles. Alright, where's the one that we were... Oh yes, I was going to put it over here. Oh no, I was going to put the apple tree over here first, wasn't I? Right, so that one can go over there. So maybe that one can go... Yeah, it probably makes more sense, but it's the overlap. We'll put it there, so we cull that one then. Seriously, good thing. Where's all the money gone? How come we're making a profit but we're losing a lot of money? This is bad with a capital bad. Everybody wants money and I don't have any. I mean, I don't blame you being miserable. I mean, everybody's miserable because there's no money to pay anybody. Yeah, have some money. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. We had about 4,000, I think, in total, and it's just disappeared. It's gone down the drain. And yet, supposedly we're making a profit. Hang on, how does it... Doesn't that tell you somewhere? Now is not a time to be setting things on fire. I mean, I get the protest vote, but no. This is not what we need. Somewhere in here, that's goods and materials. Oh, there you go. Gathering and mining. It's staring me in the face. So we produced 101, consumed 88 in the process. Oh, fudgesicles, that'll have gone straight into paying that, won't it? Please tell me you've got something that can sell you. Here, let's have some herbs or whatever they were. Yeah, here's some herbs. Right, 800. Have some clothes. I need you to. Oh, fudgesicles. These. Just an opportunity to sell swords. Swords are not popular for being sold. Right, we'll have to wait for someone else to show up. At this moment in time, I can't afford to buy anything. Oh, fiddlesticks. Struggle is real. Put it there. Where's the... I really could do with being able to find the edge easier. Because I can barely tell where the rope actually is when you're using this tool. Right, still thinking about moving the poop machine. Right, what about the trees? Has anybody bothered chopping tree? Right, you've chopped the tree down. Right, okay. There you go. Put that there. So it's just on the edge. So that gets an 87% bonus. You've chopped that tree down. Are you still thinking about chopping this one down? Put a bit of a priority on that one. Needs doing lickety split. I also need... Oh no! I'm starting to panic that the actual troops might be leaving. That can happen as well. Right, so I've built that. Now that costs... There is no monthly cost because I haven't got any cavalry units. And at this moment in time, given how little money I've got, I'm reluctant to do that. Because these lot... That's a thought, do they charge more if they're a bit more talent? I mean, that's costing me 300 a month to keep them going. Right, who's this? Somebody else is turning up. Please tell me there's things I can sell you. Otherwise I'm in deep duty. You know, this sort of stuff here, it'll be deep. Lethros, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's Lethros. Although, quite frankly, anyone will do. It's under Plains Rider. Oh, Budgicles, the only thing I can sell you is pottery. Oh, fiddly dee. Right, we're not selling these. Pretty much everything he wants to buy are things we're not selling. Little sticks. Let's keep that stocked up with crossbows then. Nope. Clay, yeah, these. Why are we not? Oh, we are selling baskets. There's just none there, I think. Oh no, there's not. Okay, well, let's keep a stock of that and. Because I do need to keep some. Not one, I want 10. I'm surprised given how much clay we've got. We produce quite a lot of clay and yet we don't seem to have that much. Unless they're all getting turned into bricks. No, we don't even have that many bricks either. Curious and curiouser. So what are these lot up to then? You're all miserable. Which is understandable. Why? Why are you concerned? 14 villages, there's no entertainment. Wow, the birth rate's down to 64%. Well, to be fair, there's not enough room anyway with that. There's no spirituality. Where's... I mean, we've got a bit of money. I mean, that's understandable because we've got no beer probably. So you're now stocking the pub. Okay. The only catch is that if they're all unhappy, all what they'll do is they'll go up and get a drink. No thanks, I don't have enough room. Not until I've moved the goats. Speaking of which. Ooh, right. If we put that, say, there, that give me a bit of wiggle room. That lines up to there, doesn't it? Or is the fence would go that away? Let's try this. Fences. So the fence. If we go, say, that away. Oh, it's not continuing, right? And that away. Why have I got a gate down there, but I don't have a road? Name and tree. Oh, it doesn't continue. For some strange reason, that doesn't continue. It does with the when you build a road, but it doesn't seem to do that with a fence, which is kind of bizarre. I think I left that gap for more more chickens, didn't I? So that would be the road. The road in that direction. Let's carry that on. Under the minimum size. Seriously? It's obstructed by a road. It's ironic, really. The road's obstructed by a road. Now the goat farm. Alright, what's going on over there? What happened to this? Why? When? Who? What happened to my fence? My fence has been gone strange. Who's messed with a fence? That is not how a fence is supposed to be built. I'm just saying. Like, the idea is, like, oh, this, it's too steep. Okay, that's intriguing. That might actually explain that, and it's not a gate, it's a fence. I was wondering, I'm thinking, why on earth would I build a gate there? That is bizarre. Somebody got a bit confused. The order was build a fence and they built a gate instead. Yeah, that does not make sense. It's like, what's going on there? See, why is it not joined up? That is weird. It's probably because it's the slope on the terrain's all messed up. It's like, I don't like this. This is not a straight. That is bizarre. It must be to do with the way they've been changing things. The system's getting confused. It's like, ooh, I don't know where to put this fence. How bizarre. Right, we'll let them get on with that. The poop machine's been moved. Right, plants. Trees. Sheesh. Right, that's been moved. That's... No. You just grew it back, didn't you? You deliberately... Rascal. Chop it down. Oh, it doesn't fit anyway. Neither wonder. Fudgesicles, put it there then. Or put it... just plug it down there. That is... It's a feature. Right, if I go and grab that one then... That'll probably get on better over here. That's about 82%, 84. Yeah, because you ideally want it... I mean, it's a bit weird that. Tab there. Put that one in there. Because that is something that is seriously lacking at the minute is honey. Oh, I can fit that in there. Please tell me I can sell you lots of things, because I need somebody I can sell lots of things to. Yo, we need to buy swords at a good price. Wowzers. That's a lifesaver. I've gone from having next to no money to having a lot more money. Wowzers. Oh, new sell spice, so I'll tell you what, I'll buy some of that back. Spice is expensive if memory serves. Except I don't have the money for it. Oh, okay. Well, this is what I need. I need some sort of like barter system. Rather than like me buying and selling things in one go. What are you doing? Now I've got to wait for the thing to catch up so that the money gets put into the account. It would be a lot easier if I could just say, I'll trade you these for these. Right, I'll buy some of these. That's for 520. And I'll sell you as many as I possibly can. Then I'll go and buy some more of these. I'll sell you as many of these as I can. And maybe somewhere, I mean, as far as it's concerned, we're supposed to end up with 2004, but so it's struggling to catch up. Now, why is that? There should be a. See, there's a vault there. And there's another vault over there. So where actually is the gold? Is the $64 million question. As far as I was aware, that's where gold goes. You can't put it in into storage somewhere, I think. Yeah, you can't put it into storage, but as far as I was aware, I mean, I've disabled that option. So that's something else you could do with actually being able to know, you know, this is where your gold's being stored. Because I don't know. Oh, that's true. So it hasn't caught up. There's still 1,000 gold out there somewhere that needs to get brought over here, it seems. He's got no more money left. Jiggles. Right, let's get back on with our important task of trying to dig a big hole by flattening the ground. No idea why you want to do it that way, but yeah, such is life. Right, so everybody's still wandering along over here for some strange reason, which is not the plan. I don't want anybody wandering along there. Because if they can do it, somebody else can do it. And if somebody else can do it, that can cause me a lot of problems. I think I want that section. I just have to be careful that I don't lower that section, because then otherwise somebody could just walk through there and then just climb up onto the road. Which would be kind of pointless, because I want any attacking armies to come up the wibbly wobbly windy road. That's what I'm going to call it now. It's the wibbly wobbly windy road. Ooh, recruitment cost. This is going to be pricey. That's going to be expensive. Oh. I got an achievement. Woohoo! So this is going to have to get upgraded then. Why isn't that letting me upgrade it? Ah, unless... there are no horses available, that's why. So it's just a limit on the... Yes, because I've only got one horse farm. Oh no! Oh no! I've got no horses! Oh, fudgesicles! Houston, we have a problem. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to buy horses now. Oh, fudgesicles, that was a dumb thing to do. Why didn't I... That never crossed my... I just never crossed my mind. Just for some strange reason, I just assumed that they'd keep like a reserve of horses, but no, they don't. So now we've got no horses left at all. I don't think you can downgrade these either.
Your
know if I can
command.
just- how can I mean, that's like move. Hello? That's a bit... What?
Your orders.
Can I move you to a different house? That would be interesting if I can do that. Oh no, is that just telling me where you're living? Logicals. I was getting really excited. I thought, oh wow, if I can actually move people to a different house, if I can decide where, I mean, micromanagement would be an absolute nightmare, but that would be interesting if you can actually move people to the house of your choosing. Doesn't solve the fact that I've got no horses left. Can't believe I did that. I should have left at least probably 2 horses so that they could breed. Oh no. Oopsie. Oh dear. Because yeah, money's a bit of a problem at the minute. I wonder if they've got any horses. When you're selling bicycles, well, you're not selling anything. Well, actually, you're selling quite a lot. You're not buying much because you've got no money. Oh, it's true. See, I mean, I'd love to be able to sell like the Hauberks or the plate mail, but it's a case of, well, I mean, is there anything he's got? See, there's nothing he's bringing to the table that I've got of interest. I mean, the spices, yes, but it still hasn't fixed that. Well, than that, the trading post's got 2004 gold, but there's only 1004. It's a feature. I really hope this person has got some horses. Otherwise, I'm in deep duty. The route to the first tree. Sounds quite spiritual. Right, we've got a problem. Where am I going to get horses from? Because I don't have any horses. This is a problem. Can I prioritise them? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I am in dire need of horses, as in I don't have any. It'd be good if you can actually sell. I mean, I think at the moment they just cull, you know, any animals that are any excess animals. But it would be good if you could actually like sell them as well. You'd have your own like little market area for buying and selling horses or cattle and that sort of thing. That would be useful. I'm still thinking about that. Oh yes, because we're still trying to fix our bizarre fence problems. Right, can we fix that one then? That's an interesting feature. Right, so we're waiting for... Well, that's a thought. Have they ever got round to taking that tree out? Yes, they have. Right. Let's grab that then. I'll plunk that down there. So that's a bit better. I mean, that gets 78%. So they should be interesting to see how much these like start producing. And that's done about 4 so far. That's being moved somewhere. That's interesting. Normally they tell you like what they did, like, you know, what's in storage and how much they did previous year. So if you go to, say here for instance, this is in storage and it's what we did over the year. But I'm not seeing that in these. It's kind of odd. But hopefully by shuffling those around it might help the honey. At the moment I've just got all of these because the trouble is the overlap. And they suffer as a result. I mean that these I started to stagger these out. So that one gets what does that one get? That gets 76%. I'm not getting that much, but I think going from say like 76 to 86, it's not that big of a boost. Intriguing. But anyway, I mean, this is just going to take forever and a day. So we'll still have to keep plugging away at that. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to start moving these out of the way and just to try and make more room for people. I'm going to have to expand this now. I mean, it's not too bad though. Yeah, it seems to be quite good that actually. So I'm not overly concerned now because I've got a limiter. I think it's a hard limit of 2,000. Yes, there's a hard limit of 2,000 now. So what I could do is put in more houses, and that would help. What do you mean there's not enough fodder? Where's all the fodder gone? I'm intrigued. Can they not eat some wax instead? I mean, we've got plenty of wax if they're interested. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be the next little adventure, is to move these. Part of me doesn't want to actually end up with a... Oh, that could be explaining where all my money's going. Part of me doesn't want to start getting involved with raiders, but it'd be interesting to see how these lot do. Owl Company, seriously? Owl Company and Stag Company. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna go there. So I need some more horses then to finish that off. But apparently I've used up all of my horses, and now I need to wait for somebody to deliver some horses. Yes, there's still quite a lot to do in here. But of course, that's all for another episode.